All right, my name is Steve Freeman. I'm from Peachtree City, Georgia, just a little bit south of Atlanta.
And I'm looking forward to this conversation because you bring a unique perspective to this conversation. I mean, we've had these fireside chats, about, coming over to eXp, and everyone sees the opportunity differently. We've come from different, experiences that we've had in real estate, and you've been doing real estate as long as any of us. So, what did you see, and what was, what's your background? Where did you, you came from the KW system, which
I was there.
Right.
I actually started in '93 with Remax, and I bought the Keller Williams franchise in 2000.
Okay.
And then I kind of did my own little boutique company recently.
Okay, so in 2000, I mean, that's pretty early for KW, right?
Very
Was that
early.
Keller who?
Back then? Absolutely, we were Keller who. I'd be asked sometimes about it, and I would say, no, we're Keller Williams, not Sherwin-Williams.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So how many agents did they have? Would you say?
They were under 6,000 when I joined them. So it's very much
very
like
close, right?
Where I joined eXp in October. Was a little under 6,000.
Right. Wow.
So, it's almost exactly now today where it was when I joined that one.
Okay. So then, you definitely have a unique perspective, and so you bought the KW franchise. You were the OP.
I was the OP of the company. Yes.
And you mentioned also the team leader when you had to replace them.
Default, yeah.
You get to inherit that job.
Leader.
And so what's how did that work for you? I mean, obviously, it's not the same model, but it is similar.
No,
so
it is a different model. I mean, the profit share is the profit share. It's based on whatever the company makes for the month.
Right.
And it's not predictable. It can change.
Right.
Every month, one could be very high, one could be very low.
Right.
And then when I looked at this model, it's a revenue share, so it's very predictable.
Right.
As the agents make their money, you're paid on what they get paid on.
Right. In real time, you see it adding up. No question about the fact that it's real, and it's real right now.
It is an absolute real scalable number.
So just to kind of either validate that how long did you left Keller Williams 10 years ago?
About 10 years ago.
Okay, so 10 years ago, and you had profit share, obviously. How many people do you think you brought in to?
Probably directly sponsored about 10 people into the company.
So not a ton of people.
No, but then from there, it probably went to about 100 or so.
Right. And so is that still
today,
even relevant?
Yeah. Today I still get my profit share check, and I almost feel like that profit share pays for my new cap at eXp.
Okay, so that's to me that's evidence, proof that that this is much more sustainable as a passive revenue opportunity, and that's what everybody is expecting to be. But I don't think anybody really knows, what they could say it might be. But I think that for me, it's a much bigger revenue stream than I would have ever dreamed would have been possible at KW, just because the brokerages are typically not profitable, and you don't really have any control over that, even though it's open book, right?
They might be, but in their budgets change. Their budgets change from year to year.
Right.
It's approved by the Agent Leadership Council, but so you never know if it's going up, going down. They hire an assistant team leader. They're paying the team leader more. You just don't know.
Right. To me, this is evidence why Keller Williams has been successful.
It is successful.
160-some thousand agents. I just have no reason to believe that there's any disadvantage that eXp has. If anything, they have an advantage because they have such a superior business model that that it could accomplish similar goals. And obviously, I'm sure when you saw it, what was your thought? What did you?
So I sold in 2005, and I'll tell you that this is the first time that I've seen something that made the hair on the back of my neck stand up.
Right.
Because it was the first time I've seen a model that could even remotely compete with that.
Right.
In the day, Remax was the king of the hill.
Right.
Then Keller Williams shows up.
Right.
And now this one that shows up is a new model that will, I think it's the next one.